from Kewie. I think one of his videos, I did one of his videos way back when, if I remember it was the right person. But this is Kewie. It says he has 16.1 thousand subscribers. He said the name of the video. It says the most manipulative mommy in manga. So, she's attractive. She's probably a mom, maybe, or she's just really well endowed. But then again, we'll see. So, let's see what this is about.
This video, I have a confession to make.
Read or something else, and I recommend one?
Yeah, you can recommend one. It has to be manga related or something anime related.
Love you. No, on the real, I feel like it is high time for me to admit one of the biggest low-key, poorly hidden secret I have been keeping from y'all all this time. And that is the fact that I used to have another channel before this. No, it's not this one or this one. It's something you guys can't really find anymore because YouTube poofed it out of existence. And because of their rules and regulations, I am actually supposed to be banned from making content here ever again.
If you're talking about the movie, it's him, like it being horrible, as I heard people say it's horrible or it's just very weird and horrible. We can do a video on that, but it won't be on the reaction channel.
I swear I was just about to tell you about him now. Ryuga Samurai said I knew he sounded familiar.
Yes.
So as much as I want to tell you guys about it, to be careful, I can't really specify what the channel really was, or else they might ban me again.
Yeah, they said it was insane, but I don't know if people say it was horrible. People say it was horrible. They said it was extremely weird. But if you want me to do a reaction, it's not gonna be on the reaction channel because I'm trying to make that specifically niche for a minute. But I can always jump back to other things later.
Just know that the content was degenerate, and I said a lot of degenerate things, which in hindsight maybe played a big part of why they decided to terminate the channel in the first place. And I know some of y'all have been seeing those comments that make jokes about how I sound familiar or talk about how they miss me or shit like that, and I gotta say, seeing the new viewers being confused over what the heck they're talking about or not understanding any of the niche references is kind of charming. In a way, it's like adopting children who don't know anything about you or your past life and how f***ed up you actually used to be. Yes, despite all of the gooner / out-of-pocket videos you can find on the channel, I used to say shit that are a lot worse. In fact, there are a lot of times in these videos where I want to say something more, but I push those things down in order to hide myself from the YouTube authorities. But recently, I've read something that has been really started to twist myself open. A manga that is so wild that it started to call my degeneracy back. And like Norman Osborn's Green Goblin mask, it has been talking to me, begging me to take him out for a walk. So I decided, f it, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of who I used to be. And the best way to do that is by talking about the manga that brought it out, called A Story of Getting a Mommy After Doing Sugar Mama Dating. Crazy shit.
Oh, shit. Feeling like a saggy, massive sack of shit.
Let's start things slow. You see, this manga is about a gloomy kid who has no friends, but has a constant habit of staring at his classmates with disdain and anger until his shadow friend stops him from being the asshole of the classroom. We're gonna call her Justina, and we're gonna call him Bob. You see, the reason why Bob glares at his classmates is not because of anything bad, really. He just does so whenever his classmates talk shit about their moms, and whenever they do, he thinks to himself about how privileged their lives actually are, and how they wish he was him. This is because Bobby-kun actually doesn't have a mom. She died giving birth to him, so he's never understood the comforts one would have when they have a mother to embrace them. Which Justina looks at him all weird for.
Wait, what?
And tells him to get his mother complex sorted out.
Wait, what? Wait, whoa, what? Say that again? What the fuck?
Looks at him as one would have when they have a mother to embrace them. Which Justina looks at him as one about himself about how privileged their lives actually are and how they wish he was him. This is because Bobby-kun actually doesn't have a mom. She died giving birth to him, so he's never understood the comforts one would have when they have a mother to embrace them. Which Justina looks at him all weird for and tells him to get his mother complex sorted out. I don't know why she's doing that. Like, isn't that fucking normal? Bro doesn't have a mom and he just said that he wants a mom. What, are you stupid? But yeah, no, Bob is a gloomy person because his life in itself is pretty damn gloomy too.
I think that's pretty reasonable. He never had a mom, so I don't think you should just, like, I don't know, ostracize him for that. It's just like, the fuck?
Whenever he eats outside, he gets reminded of scenarios he never yet should have got. Whenever he goes home, he goes alone, and on a rare occasion that his dad comes back, which is so rare that he gets surprised whenever he does, his only family member left ignores him and doesn't really give a shit about what his son really does, to the point where he wonders if that guy is even really his dad. And when he goes to sleep, he balls himself up, cold, lonely, wishing for a mother's warmth. However, today was a little different, because before he went to his slumber, he got a match notification on his phone for his quote-unquote MILF hunting app.
What? A MILF hunter? The MILF hunter. The MILF hunter. Let's go. What the fuck? You have an app for that? That's real specific. I'm pretty sure that exists somewhere.
So
That
the comment
exists.
Said yes, that was hilarious to hear first thing in the morning.
Oh my god, that must be real. I'm telling you.
That exists? Holy shit, I gotta get that shit now! Calm down. Your turn will come soon. So he lies about his age, goes to meet her at the very next day.
Uga Samurai said rolling on the floor.
My question is, who made it? That's a good question.
And before he leaves out of hesitation, the mommy he matched with came out like an angel that has fallen from the sky. And the moment he meets her, he immediately falls under zero pressure. I mean, seriously, anything she does, he has no idea how to respond. She takes off his hat, calls him adorable, pats him on the head. Bro just got a mommy overload in those 15 seconds of interaction that he might just well bust right there. So anyways, she goes and invites him to her room, so he lets himself in as she starts cooking for him as her idea of a date. And he's like, wow, a mommy is cooking for me. And then the food comes out.
Wait. Is this a dating app, or is it one of those apps where people are super lonely and they're paying for your company type shit?
Silver Comet said, "Our Lord."
Is this like rent a girlfriend or some shit? But you're renting a mom? Is this what this is? I wonder what this is. If this is what this is about.
Looks absolutely bossing. And he takes a bite and he's like, wow, this is so oishi. And she would say, ara ara, mo, it's all over your mouth. And he would say,
shit.
oh wow, to think someone like this exists. And I would say, mommy, this curry is delicious, but I think you would be tastier. And you would say, come on, Kewie, this ain't that type of manga. And then I would say that you're wrong, because right after that, she starts talking in a sultry manner and asks if he wants to shower. To which he's like, eh? And she's like, is this your first time dating a sugar mommy? Then she starts getting closer. He starts blushing. Her hand slowly makes his way up to his shirt until he says, Dame! Gomenasai. I didn't know this was what sugar mama dating is about.
I'm telling you that the voice acting is impeccable.
I just wanted to know what having a mama is like. Huh? どういうことだ? So,
Mama?
you do not have a mother, and that's why you tried to find out what having one was like, which then led you to lie about your age and tried to make me your mom. I'm very sorry. I am... What am I doing? Bobby-kun?
Silver Comet said,
Yoshi, daijoubu. All you did
Right?
was tell me the truth. You could have lied and kept it a secret, but instead, you came clean to me. Ureshi. It must have been so lonely without your mommy with you. It's alright. I'm here with you now. So gentle and warm. Such boundless acceptance. This is who a mama is. Oh, I know. How about we do some mommy stuff while we're here? Mommy stuff? Dore dore? Jajan! Here, lay on my lap. Now I'm gonna make sure your ears are all clean. Kimochi? Why does this feel so good? Staring around.
Is this strange ear sex? Is this a weird mommy kink ear sex fetish where she does things to his ears? What is happening? What is happening? Bro.
Inside my ear. It feels like I'm being violated. Whoa! What the? What do we have over here? Do you maybe want to step back for a bit, ma'am? I know. It's embarrassing for me to make noises like that. I'm Nande?
Comment said,
That is just me removing dirt from your body. It's only something
What the
a parent
fuck?
ought to do. And since it does feel very good, it can't be helped if you make noises like that. When you're with your mama, you can act however you wish to. Let me pamper you properly,
Ryuga Samurai
Bobby,
said, I have
and
no clue where
please
this is going.
call me mommy. Yeah, I'm folding like a wet blanket. Here are my keys, my money, my dogs. You can have all of them, lady. Now, I can already feel some of you guys pulling back. Some of you, okay? The ones who always have the moral high ground, or always gotta stay within the law, or try to be decent human beings. Yeah, whatever. And I get
Trying to be decent human being. Most of you are horrible degenerates. I'm gonna tell this to all you in your faces, whoever watched this. All you are horrible degenerates, I know, because whenever I do my fucking drawings, y'all have such problem with it. But whenever I'm drawing the numeral stuff, you guys are never fucking seen. Why is that? All you are horrible. I'm going off. Yes, I'm having a rant. I don't give a shit. I'm going after all you. All you are horrible people. All you are not no one great. You are just
Silver Comet said, just curious. Ryuga Samurai said, face with hand over mouth emoji, face with hand over mouth emoji, face with hand over mouth emoji, face with hand over mouth emoji.
it. Kewie, how could you say such horrible things and allow this kind of terrible behavior to happen? Well, first of all, it's the
I'm gonna say it right now.
Or something said someone is really ranting lol.
Right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys are horrible. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm saying this with such, ooh, you guys are horrible. All you degenerates, don't pretend like you care all about, oh, this is horrible, this is degenerate. Nah, majority of you pop up when I'm drawing some anime girl, some fucking manic thing, some type of mannequin. It doesn't have to be of any character. Just because it resembles a woman, you guys lose it. It's insane. When I draw something normal, y'all never be seen. But when I'm drawing something a little on the nose, y'all lose y'all shit. And then when you guys get mad, you get in my DMs, start asking for some work. Fuck y'all. Nah. Anyone who's watching this, you're just as degenerate as I am. I don't give a fuck now.
the author's manga.
I'm going on that rant.
I don't have any power in changing anything for the story. Second of all, I think grooming is terrible, and whoever does it needs to go to jail for at least 50 years. Duh. And you guys need to remember, I never once said that I advocate for this behavior to happen to him. I advocate for this behavior to happen to me. Me. Moi. Aku. MYSELF. Me. So when the school somehow found out about his sugar dating and gave him a 1-month suspension, I thought that was kind of weird. Shouldn't you like give him help instead? Anyways, point
Wait,
is,
what?
clearly the people in this manga are still right in the head because they view the situation as something to be condemned.
Whoa. What? Wait, what?
The school somehow found out about his sugar dating and gave him a 1-month
How?
suspension. I thought that was kind of weird. Shouldn't
How? How did they figure that out within a 24-hour time? And even if they did figure it out, how did they know? Like, what? Bro, you're fucking all up when you have your sugar mama come over once and they somehow figure it out next
Silver
day.
Comet said, wait, how did he make the account?
I'm not sure. I hope he did use his school email. I swear to God. Y'all be using your school emails for the most insane shit. Shit's weird, y'all.
Silver Comet said, wait, hold on, how did everyone share that info?
I'm pretty sure he used his school information. He probably used his school email. Didn't think much of it. That's the only way how I can probably figure that out. He probably used his school email.
Silver Comet said, oh lord.
That's the only thing. How would they know that? Unless he blurted that out to everyone, and I doubt he did that. So I'm going to assume that happened because of the school email somehow.
you like give him help instead? Anyways, point is, clearly the people in this manga are still right in the head because they view the situation as something to be condemned, as they should. But then a time skip happens and Bobo's dad suddenly introduces his new wife who is somehow, dun dun dun, the same mommy that he met with a few years ago. Nani? Hi Pookie Wookie. From now on, I'm going to be living with you forever. I mean, living with you as your mom. What? But this makes no sense. I know, right? I don't even know this woman. What? Anyways, I'm gonna go to Singapore now. Hope you guys have fun together. What the shit, Dad? And she would go, bye-bye, honey. Anyways, I look forward to living with you, Bobo boy. And he would go, okay, and brought her back to his house, which we can all agree is the wrong choice. Because if you're suddenly living with an older woman who once did sus ass shit to you that even got you suspended, and when she comes back to your life, everything else she does is still kind of fishy, like how she coincidentally started dating his dad after he got in trouble, or how the dad so happens to leave right after introducing you two together, or how she just has those dead, silent eyes that look akin to a predator on a hunt to its prey, the first thing you should do is probably call for some help. But I would say... Legally, it's questionable. Morally, it's disgusting. Personally, I like it. I don't give a shit. I want to be groomed. I want to be a victim. You can try to cancel me all you want. I'm not even on Twitter. Oh shit, I actually am, but I don't even use it that much. And when I do...
Yeah, is it hard to, like, if you don't have a Twitter, that's kind of hard to cancel them, right? Right? Like that must be like a giant, like, fatal flaw in most people's, like, shit, his
Ryu
Twitter.
the samurai said crazy work rolling on the floor
Right?
laughing emoji.
That's crazy.
Guess what I use it for? You guessed it, gunning to some more mommies. Mommies that I wish would come and make me feel helpless and destroy me. No, don't walk away. You wanted this. You wanted to see what I'm like, right? This is me. As much as this kid needs help, I want to be in his position. Here I am, spending all my mornings reading manhwas and dojins with mommies. I'm not joking, by the way. I just started recording this video after reading this, and this. And this guy can now wake up to the sight of a MILF who is fucking obsessed with him. Please, Jesus Christus, reincarnate me into a shota in a world where MILFs would come prowling at me all hungry. This isn't fair. I'm over here dying of thirst while this kid is drowning. Please. Oh, guy. I'm begging you. Okay, let's go and calm ourselves down and take 5. Okay? I think we all need that right now. So this manga is clearly trying to set up some sort of psychological thriller as opposed to one of those weird rom-coms where morals go out the window just for the plot to make any sense. Because the people here genuinely believe that whatever they are doing is suspicious. The teachers find it weird, people find it weird, Adobo's childhood friend found it weird that she even got her own Chris Hansen investigation thing going on with intervening with their relationship whenever she can. But Adobo himself doesn't find it weird, which actually kind of makes sense because he doesn't know what moms are supposed to do since he never had a mom. So a lot of times you just see him accepting whatever comes his way and sees it as the norm. Even when there are doubts, he still chooses to believe her over his own natural instincts. But whenever he does, it always ends up backfiring and gaslight him into thinking that he's the silly one. Let me give you an example. You see, this woman is very smart. She makes sure to put all the moves on him whenever they are in an enclosed space or somewhere only these two could interact. But she also makes sure to never get too far deep in the case that someone might walk in. For example, she does a little bit of the treatment and is totally trying to trigger his teenage hormones. I mean, come on. Sure, I can feed my mom, but the moment I see her lick my ice cream all sensually like that, I am throwing that shit on the ground. But she's still only shallow dipping in the case that somebody walks in, which someone actually does, being Chris Hansen. But when she does confront her, there really isn't anything for her to corner her with because she really hasn't done anything wrong. If she goes and says that this woman was trying to seduce him by licking ice cream, she would already look stupid like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Kinda sounds like a you problem. So then she leaves, achieving absolutely nothing, and then when he goes back, they immediately start taking a bath together. What the fuck? God, I wish that was me. And during this entire scene, it has been more clear that this woman is teasing the absolute crap out of him. I mean, seriously, watching all the way to his legs just to hit him with the oopsie, didn't mean to go that far, yeah, okay, bitch. And then she even flipped the script about Chris Hansen and used it to her advantage by saying, hey, I think you guys would look cute together, but before you do, I'm gonna have to teach you everything about a woman's body. Jesus fucking Christ, you are so manipulative, lady. And that scene goes exactly how I expect it to be. She plays with his feelings, toys around with what he wants to do, pulling away after slightly rewarding him for every touch. I mean, just fucking look at her. This is the biggest gotcha face I have ever seen. And then, when she's about to pull the final move and go for the ending seal, he stops her and rejects her. This is the rare case where his instincts win over her teachings. He finally fights back. He prevented himself from having to call the CPS. This should be a W. But instead, she pulls it off by saying that he did the right choice, telling him that if the situation ever comes to the
Oh, she's a hard gaslighter. Okay. She gaslight this man so hard.
these two, the right thing to do is to reject her and wait until you both get older, which then made him feel stupid for doubting her and even made him apologize to her and think that she was doing all of that out of total
It's pure gaslighting. He's manipulating and she's manipulating and gaslighting him. Just enough for her not to say anything crazy. Okay, okay.
concern over him. Holy shit. Do you guys realize what fucking IQ move she just did there? This is Tony Cruz levels of playmaking. So we can all agree that she was definitely trying to do some shit here. But she also knew that there would be a chance where he would reject her. But she thinks, well, either way that would be good because I can hide it under the guise of teaching him an actual good lesson of sex education. Which is true. Like, the things that she said aren't wrong. In fact, none of her teachings have really been incorrect per se. But the thing is, this move of telling him good job not only gives her the clear, but it also tells him to not interact with her anymore. She met Chris Hansen once and immediately went into work to manipulating him to avoid her, his childhood friend. Not only to keep herself safe, but also to get rid of any notions that these two could ever develop romantically. So really, the moment she even tried this attempt, she was already in a win-win situation. If he accepts it, game over. If he rejects it, she gets rid of the obstacle and manipulates him further to gain her objective. Which then leads to the question, what is her objective? The manga only has 7 chapters so far, and I still don't have a clue on what she's trying to pull. I mean, there are hints, but you still can't get a good read on the fool. She says that she wanted to be his mom ever since they met that one time because he triggered her maternal instincts. We also see glimpses that maybe she never had a good family beforehand and is now into him to make her own new family. Part of me even thinks that she's doing this just for the money. I mean, she was in a sugar mama dating app, and I assume a lot of people use those apps for financial reasons, and the fact that we don't know anything about this character makes the manga that much more interesting. I love the mystery surrounding the character, and not knowing what her true motives really are gives off this feeling of suspense that I really love to see in my stories. It's like watching Makima in Chainsaw Man, except that she's a little more romance affiliated. Like, another part of me just wishes that there's a sick, twisted romance of a woman that is genuinely obsessed with this kid. Which, in that case, I'm gonna have to start reading this manga as a PDF file. But regardless,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If the roles was reversed on this situation, if it was a man and a woman, he will instantly be canceled. You see how funny this is? Because women are not actually seen as predators, which they can be, because they're not physically imposing. Most cases, they're just psychologically manipulative. You see the problem here? Like, if it was a man and a girl, this would be an issue almost instant. It will be banned.
So the comment said, "Oh no, it's over immediately."
Yeah, it will be over. It will be banned. It will be ostracized. It will be everything under the sun. Collective shout will come in here. The Trump administration will be up in this bitch. Everything under the sun.
I said not woman, girl.
Not woman, girl. No, I'm that. Yeah, girl. I mean, it was just a girl. Like, if it was a man and a little girl, or I don't know how old he is. I think he's probably high school. Let's just say a high school girl and a grown man like this, but he was attractive and stuff. They will still have somewhat of an issue with it. I'm telling you. But because she's a woman, it's not that big of a deal. That's where this problem comes in. This is insane.
I am loving this manga at the moment. It serves as a good break from all the wholesome shit I'm reading and works as a good substitute before Nakamura regular drops another banger. If you know, you know. I love mommies to death. I also love dark romances. And sometimes, toxic bitches that are clearly bad for you but are so attractive that you can't help but be a bull that runs straight to the red flags are my kryptonite. And with this manga clearing all of these loves that I have, I think it is only fair for
The video I wanted to recommend is called "When the Author Writes About Himself Beyond Me." I don't know if you've seen it yet. Is that if it's a manga or an anime, send to me.
me to rate this fairly highly. So I'm gonna go ahead and give A Story of Getting a Mommy After Doing Sugar Mama Dating a solid score of 8 out of 10.
Interesting.
Alrighty, I got a tiny bit of an update since this is where I usually plug my socials, but I got 2 new channels that you guys can check out. One is where I upload my streaming VODs, and the other is where if you're too lazy to watch any of the streams, you can watch the edited versions of them over here.
I'm gonna stop it there because of the music. But if you guys want to check out Kewie, like, subscribe, share, follow, and comment. Link in the bottom, all that stuff. I'll put their name in the description and their channel at the description as well. I'll put the video in there as well, so you can find them and all that great stuff. I'm going back making reaction videos. It seems like you guys actually do like them. If you do like the reaction videos, please follow them on Artextric Reacts. We do only mainly anime specific stuff. If it's anything art related, if we're doing like an art reaction, it'll be on the art channel. If we're doing anything anime, manga, manga movie, anime movie, or anything anime related that is reactive to, we throw everything to the Artextric Reacts channel. If you don't know where it is, it's in the description. Also, the gaming channel, I will be posting a bunch of gaming stuff over there as well. So if you want to check it, go ahead.
Said small snippets of both anime and manga.
Yep. Okay. All right. So with that said, like, share, follow, and comment, and I'll see you guys next one. And give a follow to Kewie. I think this is interesting, much less.